everyone, this is Callie. Thanks so much for being here. Today I'm sharing a card made using products from the November 2024 card kit from Simon Says Stamp. This card kit is filled with lots of wonderful items, including this stamp set called Christmas Cheer. It's filled with lots of iconic holiday and Christmas images, and I'm going to use a few of these images to stamp and color, and I'm going to mix them in with a few images from the Prima Marketing Candy Cane Lane paper that's a part of this card kit. I'm being very intentional about the images I'm using because I want to keep it generic and the color scheme fairly traditional so that I can mix them in with patterned paper and make it look cohesive. So here I'm stamping some holly sprigs as well as candy canes, peppermints, and a banner for the sentiment. I went ahead and stamped a few little peppermints as well as the greetings inside that banner image. I'm only using 3 color families today: red for the candy cane, peppermints, and berries, some green for the holly leaves, and then some browns for the banner. So this is going to be super quick and super easy. Even though the spaces that I'm coloring are super small, I'm still wanting to blend to give that 3-dimensional look. So I am going to be using a medium, dark, and light color for each section. I am applying the darker color first, then applying the medium color, overlapping that darker color just a tad, and then going in with the final lightest color to blend it all in. I finished with all the reds, and now I'm coloring in the holly leaves with the greens. Again, applying the darker color first at the base of all the leaves to add some shading, a medium color overlapping that darker color just a little bit, and that will help us create a nice transition into the lightest color. And that's the reason why I like to blend with at least 3 markers. I feel like it's less work if you're using 3 colors so that you're not having to over scrub the dark and lighter areas when you're only using 2 markers. Last but not least, I'm going to finish up with coloring this banner in some light browns. Wanted to give it a slightly vintage feel, so I thought a light brown would go well with the aesthetic that I'm going for today's card. When I'm done coloring these images, I'm going to be fussy cutting them. I don't have the die for this stamp set, but there are coordinating dies that you can purchase outside of the card kit if you want. I'm going to skip through a lot of this because I'm going to be doing a lot of fussy cutting for this particular card, but after I'm done with the images, I'm going to set them aside because I'm going to go through the patterned paper that's a part of this card kit. Here's a look at the Prima Marketing Candy Cane Lane paper. This paper set is so pretty, and I've already used 1 sheet, so I'm going through what I currently have to see what I can use. And I think this pink one here has this really pretty distressed color to it, and we do have some cotton candy pink paper from Simon Says Stamp that will coordinate well with that patterned paper. Then I found these poinsettias that I'm going to be fussy cutting, and I've cut a little strip off so that I can work with an area that's a little bit more manageable. And I'm just going to fussy cut a few of these poinsettias in pink and red, and there are a few ornaments on here too that I decided to fussy cut as well so that I can use them on my card later. Okay, I've got all my images ready to go, so I've set them aside, and now I'm going to trim down my card layers. And for this piece of patterned paper, I'm trying to cut off as many of the images lying around the space as I can. And the total dimensions on this panel is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Then for the pink cotton candy layer, which is also a part of the card kit, is cut down to 3 3/4 by 5 inches. This nifty little tool here is a Holtz paper distresser. I've used it before in other videos, and I love using it to fray the edges of my cardstock, especially when I'm using patterned papers and want to give my cards a little bit more of a vintage feel. At the center of this tool is a round blade, and it's exposed by all of these grooves around the tool, and you can use any opening to run that blade perpendicular to your paper, and it will fray it up and distress it like you see here. I find that putting your paper over an acrylic block gives you more room to work with so that you don't bend your paper and it's easier to handle. Then I wanted to create a focal point for my images, so I am using some stitch circles here. I die cut the first one in white, and then using a smaller one, I'm going to die cut this little image here from one of the patterned papers. There are images from the Christmas Cheer stamp set that you could have used as well. There was a deer image as well as other accessory images that can be stamped and colored for this focal point. But using this patterned paper will also coordinate with the patterned paper panel that I used, and it's perfectly colored, so I didn't have to color it myself. It saves me a little bit of time. And before I start putting everything together, I also wanted to use the Twinkling Stars embossing folder from the card kit to add another element to the layers. These stars are going to be super subtle in the background. I'm not adding any ink to draw any more attention to them. And before applying that to the pink cotton candy layer, I wanted to add this black and white baker's twine on it as well. So I've cut a strand long enough to go around and tie a bow. But first, I'm going to use some thin 3D foam squares to attach the circular image first so that I know where I want to tie that bow. I'm using these thin 3D foam squares because we've got some dimension from the frayed and distressed edges as well as from the embossed stars. So the thin 3D foam squares are going to help bring that circular element up just a tad so that it doesn't interfere with all the other dimensions on this card. Then I can wrap the baker's twine around this card panel and then tie my bow. Once I'm done, I'm just going to trim off the tails of the bow here and make sure they're equal. Then I'll attach this panel to that cotton candy panel with some more thin 3D foam squares. Okay, so now the fun part of using all of those images that I colored and fussy cut. I start off with the greetings banner because I know I'm going to be attaching the other elements around the banner. So I adhere it first with some liquid adhesive. Then I'll take some poinsettias that I fussy cut and just adhere them all over, tucking them before the liquid adhesive underneath that banner dries. Then I'll work on the sprigs at the top here, and I'm just going to crisscross the candy canes and add it to the center of the sprigs where they meet so that there's a nice connection for those sprigs. I've got a few more images to use, so I am using some 3D foam squares that are smaller and adding a few peppermints here and there and finishing up with these little ornaments at the top. I took the time to fussy cut them, so by golly, I am going to use them and put them on my card and make it worth my time. Okay, so once I have attached all of the images, the last thing I have left to do is to attach this whole thing to a note card, and that finishes this card. Be sure to check out the November 2024 card kit. It is packed full of wonderful Christmas and holiday themed products, and you'll find that it's a steal of a deal. So I have two more cards to share. One is from release night, which I did by creating a background with the images from the Christmas cheer stamp set. And then I stamped and fussy cut the ho 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 here that I stamped in an ombre color with some reds. And then for this third card, which I created for the Simon Says Stamp social media reel, I did some embossing in the background, stamped and colored that pretty stocking, and then used the Fanciful joy die that's a part of this kit. If you want to see how that card comes together, you can check out the Simon Says Stamp social media reel for that card. I hope you've enjoyed the inspiration that I've shared using products from this card kit. There are wonderful perks for becoming a card kit subscriber, so be sure to check out more information about that on the Simon Says Stamp website. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye, everyone.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at SimonsSaysStamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.